Good afternoon and welcome to Chapter 8, Recovering a Sense of Strength. Now, the chapter starts out speaking about how we need to acknowledge losses in our lives, and sometimes that can be a physical loss. I have lost 2 babies in my lifetime, but it's also creative losses that you may have experienced, whether it was actually something that you had created or you were shut down even before you had the opportunity to. And sometimes it's because of people we look up to, a well-meaning friend, a parent, an instructor of some kind, a professor. They can shut you down because of where they're coming from, which may have and probably has nothing to do with you. So sometimes we take that expertise and we run with it and we go, oh, I guess I must have been wrong, because we're not strong enough in it. We're seeking out approval. And so when those people we respect and look up to tell us our work is no good, we believe them. So this is about beginning to understand it's not about you and to continue to take a single step forward. She talks about filling the form. If you wanted to write a play, you don't have to write the play in an entire day. You get started. I have written books now, and none of them were where I sat down to write a book, with the exception maybe of one, my children's story. But the others were just through the artist's way, really. Chapter by chapter, doing my morning pages, I would find things that I now use and can compile. Or I would write stories about my kids. Any story that I would tell to another mother, I decided those were stories that were worth writing down. And they weren't just about all the great stuff about being a mom. It was the good, the bad, and the ugly. So sometimes the ugly is what you need to write down. We're not perfect people. We're not perfect parents. But it's all a part of the process of who we are. And so each of those stories, when I would find myself repeating it to another mom, I would go, oh, that's a story I need to write down. And now I have collected, I don't know how many chapters that I am in the process of compiling to create a book. So again, it's about taking the step. If you want to write a book, don't worry about it. Just take the step. Write the first page, write a chapter. Don't worry about whether it's good or not. It will get to the place it needs to get to in time. One of my favorite lines in this entire book is in this chapter. It says, do you know how old I'll be by the time I'm done doing that? And her answer is, the same age you would be if you didn't start it. So my encouragement to you today is absolutely get started. Whatever it is you're interested in, whatever it is you've been putting off, you wish you could do, take a step in that direction, and you will have tasks that will help you to get there. Believe me, I didn't become a writer or a photographer overnight. It took me a long time to get there, mainly to get comfortable. I could have gotten there overnight, but I needed time. So we're all on our own path. We're all on our own timeline. So I encourage you this week, get in, dig in, feel your hurt, move forward, and enjoy the process.